Welcome students. Now we are discussing about manufacturing process. Unit number 5 for topic is manufacturing of plastic components. In general, many organic material are used in engineering industries. Plastic are belong to the family of organic materials. The plastic are attained a film place today. The main characteristics of plastics are no problem for design it. The organic materials are those material obtained directly from carbon and chemically combined with oxygen, hydrogen and other non-metallic components. These organic material are classified into two types. They are the natural organic material and synthetic organic material. In the natural organic material is nothing but wood, coal, petroleum and natural rubbers under the category of natural organic materials. And synthetic organic material like plastics, synthetic rubber, ceramic, glass and other categories of synthetic ceramic ones. Then polymer. The term the polymer has to base in a Greek technology where poly means many and mers means part. The terms polymers and to represent the substance built up by several repeating unit. A single unit is called as a monomer. The monomer are small molecules. The polymer is made up of thousands of monomers joined together form a large molecule. The characteristics of polymer are used that the molecule is either a long chain or network of repeating unit. The plastic are one kind of polymer. It is defined as an organic polymer. It can be molded into any required shape with the help of pressure and heat or both heat and pressure itself. The liquid form of plastic is called as a resin and it contains the carbon as a central unit and oxygen, nitrogen and chlorine are linked together the carbon atoms to form a molecules. The main raw material of making the plastic is the resin. There are different types of resins or acrylic resin, polyethylene resin and amino resin. These resins are produced by different types of polymerization process like catalyst, binder, dyes and other lubricant added to the resin to form a plastic. Like polymerization process, a polymerization is made up of linking thousands of monomers and thus obtained large molecules called as polymerization process. It achieved by one of the two processing techniques. They are addition polymerization, condensation polymerization. In addition polymerization, the similar monomers of large number are added chemically one by one. These monomers form a long chain molecule. This basic principle which is used in this bonding is van der Waals force. The polyethylene is produced by addition polymerization. In addition polymerization process, no catalyst is used. Polymerization takes place by applying energy in the form of pressure and heat. The addition of two or more different monomers is called the copolymerization process. Next one, condensation polymerization. In condensation polymerization, two or more unlike the monomers are linked and there is a repetitive element of smaller molecule to the byproduct. During this process, the byproducts such as water are formed. This byproduct formation is known as condensation. The condensation polymerization required a high pressure and it required hours or day of compute the process. The material used the processing of plastics like polyester, catalyst, dry pigment, initiator, modifier, lubricants, flame, solvent, and last one is a filler. The properties of plastics like elongation, heat resistance, incentive of tension, crack, high rigidity, surface hardness, high viscosity, maximum usage of temperature, density, humidity, absorption, general chemical resistance. These are the main important properties of plastics. Next, types of plastic like two types of plastic, thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. The thermosetting plastic, the plastic which are hardened by heat, effective and non-reversible chemical change are called thermosetting. The thermosetting plastic do not soft and reheating and cannot be reworked. The thermosetting molecules are formed by condensation polymerization. The molecules of such type of plastic have three-dimensional network and very strong binding force between molecules. The raw material from thermostatic plastic is in the form of liquid or solid. These types of plastic are polymerized when the molecules are formed. It consumed more time for formation. Thermoplastic. The thermoplastic have separate long and large size molecules arranged size by size. It does not have any cross-linked in their molecular structure. This is formed by addition polymerization process. When thermoplastic are heated, it becomes very soft and re-hardened is cooling. During heating, the linked bonding link between molecules break up and molecules are separated. Re-linking take place on cooling and retain their hardness. The processing of thermostatic plastic, two types of processing conducting compression molding and transfer molding. In compression molding is mainly used for molding thermostatic material. In this molding method, the material is generally in powder or preformed shape. It is loaded directly in the hot die cavity. The pressure amount of plastic powder or the diffuse mixture of liquid resin and filler material is placed in the lower femoral cavity, which is continuously heated by either steam or electricity. The upper half of the die compressed the material which melt and fill in the die cavity. This combined effect of pressure and temperature causes by plastic to flow into the mold cavity. This is like the diagram of the compression molding machine. Lower one is the fixed one and upper one is a mobile punch. The lower cavity will called as the die and upper mobile is like called a punch, and die and punch will be applying pressure in terms of either powder form of thermostatic plastic or liquid form, and it will be pressed to our required shape. After the compression, the component solidifies, the upper half of the die open and the component is removed with the help of ejector pin. In temperature will be conducting around 250 degrees centigrade and generally curing the time for 0.5 minutes to 5 minutes. The advantage of compression molding machine: the mold used in the process is simple and less expensive. Also, they are low maintenance. Initial setup cost is low, time required will be low, and good surface finish obtained by this process. Wastage of material relatively very low. And applications of making flatware, gears, buttons, knob, handles, many usage of electric components will be making. And next one is the transfer molding. The transfer molding is used for the process of thermostatic plastic. Transfer molding is also called as a gate molding. This method is an advanced method of compression molding. This is the process of forming article in the closed mold, where the fluid plastic material is conveyed into the mold cavity under the pressure from outside of the mold. The material is generally in the preheated from and it placed in the heated transfer port. When the material is sufficiently softened, the plunger forces the fluid plastic through the pure into the closed mold. There the final cure takes place. The curing time of the transfer molding is generally less than compression molding, and intensity of pressure varies from 20 megapascal to 100 megapascal. Once the plastic component has been cured, the plunger move up and the component will be ejected from the lower portion from the mold cavity with the help of ejector pin. This process is used to produce a complicated component having carrying wall thickness with a high accuracy and economical rate. Like the diagram for transfer molding. Thank you.